political gains over national integrity, according to credible intelligence reports stemming from Operation Zeppelin. Several international NGOs and foreign funded institutions were found to be actively targeting India's national image and internal stability. The Congress party, once synonymous with the independence movement and national unity, appears to have lost its moral compass in the desperation to regain power rather than building a constructive opposition that strengthens democracy. It is tragically veering toward a path that undermines the very nation it seeks to govern. Namaskar, I welcome you all to the digital media of Udayani, and today in India Things, I will tell you about Operation Zeppelin. A wake-up call to India's internal subversion and foreign collusion. Operation Zeppelin, a covert counter-intelligence operation initiated by Mossad, Israel's premier spy agency, has recently come to light with startling revelations that should concern every Indian citizen. Launched to stress hostile foreign influences across democracies, the operation reportedly exposed a disturbing web of connections. Foreign actors using civil society platforms, think tanks, and media operatives to influence Indian public opinion, distort political discourse, and disrupt democratic institutions. What makes this operation particularly alarming for India is the allegedly involvement, whether through complicity or willful ignorance, of entities within the Congress ecosystem that seem to be aligning with these foreign interests, prioritizing political gains over national integrity, according to credible intelligence reports stemming from Operation Zeppelin. Several international NGOs and foreign funded institutions were found to be actively targeting India's national image and internal stability. Their mode of operation included funding media narratives critical of India's democratic process, creating misinformation campaigns about minority rights and freedom of speech, and even attempting to delegitimize India's judiciary and election commission. These campaigns did not arise organically. They were the result of sophisticated foreign-funded propaganda efforts aided by data analysts, social media manipulation, and subtle infiltration into India's policy discourse. Shockingly, several individuals and think tanks closely associated with Congress party and its broader ideological network were found to be in contact with such foreign players. These actors, instead of taking a stand for India's sovereignty and democratic resilience, have allegedly chosen to act as intermediaries for anti-India propaganda. Leaked documents unearthed by Operation Zeppelin and corroborated by independent journalists point to meetings between Congress-linked intellectuals and operatives of foreign agencies with a track record of meddling in domestic politics of sovereign nations. While criticism of the ruling government is natural in any democracy, what is deeply troubling is the pattern of coordination between sections of Indian opposition ecosystem and organizations whose stated goals are to quote-unquote restructure India's national identity. In this ideological quest to correct India's democratic trajectory, these elements seem willing to peddle foreign narratives, portray India as a failed state in the global forums, and support divisive voices domestically. This goes beyond political rivalry. It is also a strategic sabotage. Furthermore, Mossad's operation reportedly uncovered how some of these foreign-funded NGOs, many already under scrutiny by Indian investigative agencies, we are receiving support and legal backing from senior Congress affiliated lawyers and activists. These entities consistently challenge India's counter-terrorism operations, discredit India's armed forces in international forums, and amplify separatist voices, particularly in Kashmir and Punjab, under the pretext of defending civil liberties. This overlap between foreign influence operations and domestic political opposition raises a vital question. Where does dissent end and where does subversion begin? The Congress party, once synonymous with the independence movement and national unity, appears to have lost its moral compass in the desperation to regain power rather than building a constructive opposition that strengthens democracy. It is tragically veering toward a path that undermines the very nation it seeks to govern. Whether through calculated silence or tacit endorsement, its proximity to process with anti-India agendas is not just disappointing, it is dangerous. And in conclusion, Operation Zeppelin has not just exposed the vulnerabilities of India's democratic fabric to external manipulation but has also laid bare the internal decay within segments of its political elite. India is not immune to hybrid warfare, and ideological naive or political desperation cannot be excused for collusion. It is imperative for India to rise above party lines and recognize this threat for what it is, an orchestrated attempt to destabilize the world's largest democracy from within. National interest must remain non-negotiable, and any entity, regardless of political color, that chooses foreign sympathies over India's sovereignty must be held accountable. That's all for today. Stay tuned with Uday India and subscribe to Uday India. Bharat Mata Ki Jai.